on DC News Now. After those strong to severe storms today, we're looking at some mainly dry conditions tonight before some more storm chances later in the day tomorrow. All the latest coming up.
Intense storms across the DMV have died down. We'll take a look at the damage. The National Guard troops have been patrolling the district for a full year now.
My ideal situation is the National Guard leaving and people actually listening to the people of DC.
We take a look at their impact on the city. A man who secretly recorded people, including a toddler, inside a bakery bathroom gets a 6-month sentence.
It's just, yeah, it's very disturbing and creepy.
Some victims say the appalling punishment is leaving them feeling unsafe.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Susan Tran. Chris Flanagan has a night off. It has been a stormy day all across the DMV. Take a look at the rain coming down in the district from earlier tonight. DC News Now's photographer Anthony Dane capturing the downpour. You saw the folks just rushing with umbrellas, trying to get out of the showers. Some folks not as prepared as others. Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Jackie Lair. It was pretty loud and the thunder was roaring across.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, thankfully now we're in the clear. So all those storms have pushed their way off towards our south and east. Yeah, now it's more so the cleanup that we're going to be dealing with, you know, with some areas, some power outages, some down trees, down power lines as well. But like I mentioned, at least all of that activity is now out and off towards our south and east. We're tracking, you know, quieter conditions now. Certainly that's the case with no more of that thunder. But rainfall totals, we did see at least quite a few parts of the region, at least an inch of rainfall. And again, that's radar estimated in terms of the amount of rainfall over the last 12 hours. But yes, a good soaking of rainfall with that torrential rain, especially at the leading edge of the line of embedded thunderstorms that roll through. Current temperatures, they have dropped back in the upper 60s out west, lower 70s closer towards the district in areas off towards the east. Dew points, which are still a little bit more on the elevated side, still 60s to right about 70, which is a bit more on the humid side too. So just keep that in mind. We're still going to be tracking that humidity over the course of the next few days. I would say it's really not until late Friday and into the start of this weekend that we finally notice much more comfortable air. As we look towards tomorrow, though, the severe outlook, a slight risk. That's 2 out of 5 on the severe scale back out towards our westernmost areas, like the Shenandoah Valley, parts of the I-81 corridor. Marginal risk closer towards the district. So I'll go over more details. Timing of some stronger thunderstorms potentially out there for the day tomorrow coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jackie, thank you. The strong storms caused damage and cut power across the region. In Maryland, there were toppled trees, with one landing on a home and car. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live there in Bethesda. And Daniel, a tree there may have started a fire. What happened?
Well, Susan, that tree you can see right behind me completely broke off, a very large section of it. Crews are here right now. That tree landed on this house, breaking the skylight in the attic. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but firefighters say it started a fire, and this isn't the only damage across Montgomery County. Cleanup is underway on Meyer Terrace in Aspen Hill after this massive silver maple tree fell across Arthur Kalpa's front yard.
We were inside the house, heard a big crack, thought it was a weird sounding thunder. The house shook, the ground shook, that is, and then my wife, she came running down saying, the tree fell, the tree fell.
Luckily, it missed the house, but it did land on their car.
I was just about to go out in the car. If I'd gone a few minutes earlier, I could have avoided the car getting hit.
Over in Bethesda, John Edwards is dealing with a tree that landed on his house.
I was in that room and on the computer, and all of a sudden I heard this huge noise. All the lights went out. I looked out the window and a bunch of sparks were coming out.
His wife was in the basement with 2 workers who just finished doing fungus abatement.
They yelled smoke, fire, and so there was an electrical fire. It started an electrical fire in the basement. And then apparently it went up the walls, as the firemen said.
He says firefighters showed up within 3 minutes, but there's so much damage in the basement and first floor, they're staying with their next door neighbors.
We're from LA, so
okay.
We're not used to this.
Gotcha.
Falling trees and humidity and mosquitoes.
So good news in both of these cases. Nobody was injured. They're just dealing with the headaches of filing those insurance claims and dealing with repairs. We're live in Bethesda. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, it will continue to be a busy night. Daniel, thank you. And new tonight, the storm's also causing commuting headaches for folks along the Red Line in Maryland. A large tree branch crashing onto a train, damaging it as it was headed from Shady Grove to Rockville. And you can see the images here. Metro says 19 passengers were then put on a rescue train and brought back to the station. Everyone is safe, but the Red Line will be on a single track between Shady Grove and Twin Brook. Now to some new video into our newsroom showing this car fire in the district. Just the Mini Cooper glowing in orange flames there on Fulton Street in Northwest. Firefighters say that no one was in the car at the time, and they're still looking into how the fire started. The manhunt continues into a shooting that kills an 18-year-old girl in the district early Sunday morning. And we do have to warn you, the surveillance video showing the spray of bullets in Southeast is quite disturbing. And you can hear it there, neighbors describing what sounded like fireworks, but it was instead a rain of gunfire. And you can see there were 3 people on e-scooters. A silver car then pulls up. The 3 started shooting, then jumping in the car and taking off. Investigators say Jeremiah Banks was killed, and the gunfire damaged several cars, leaving them with bullet holes and shattered windows.
A mix between like fireworks or like someone banging really hard on like a metal door. Because it had like a reverb sound, so like that's what I mean by the door. Just kind of frightening. It was really loud. It was the first time I've experienced anything like that.
Neighbors say they'd like district leaders to do more to address the root causes of gun violence, and police are still searching for the 3 suspects, and there's now a $25,000 reward for information leading to a conviction. National Guard troops have now spent a full year in the district. President Trump ordering the federal crime crackdown and says that it has driven down violence in the city, but the deployment remains quite controversial, and the Guards are now expanding their footprint in the district. DC News Now's Ben Dennis joining us live outside of Union Station, where the troops first started appearing a year ago. And Ben, they still remain.
That's right, 1 year into their mission, which included those who were stationed right here outside of Union Station in Northwest. There's no doubt debate that continues to swirl about their deployment, their effectiveness, if they've actually helped curb crime in this so-called DC Safe and Beautiful task force here. But as we mark a 1 year milestone, protests also mark plenty of questions of what comes next.
1 year later, National Guard troops remain on the streets of Washington. President Trump initially ordered 800 National Guard members to be mobilized as part of a broader federal crackdown on crime. The troops initially unarmed before later being authorized to carry service weapons. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro credits the federal surge with helping drive down crime. D.C. police data show homicides are down 31% so far this year, robberies down 15%, and overall crime down 20%. But assaults with a dangerous weapon are up 41%, pushing violent crime overall up 3%. The mission itself also turned deadly. In November, 2 West Virginia National Guard members were shot near the White House. Mayor Muriel Bowser says D.C. was already driving down crime when the federal intervention started. And now, while saying the district has successfully protected home rule, she called the continued presence of out-of-state troops problematic.
They cause trauma. They separate people from their belongings and their sense of safety.
That speaker at a Free D.C. demonstration tonight, describing what she says the federal presence has meant for people experiencing homelessness. But now, the Guard says its mission is entering a new phase.
We're experiencing some changes. We're moving. We're going to expand our footprint. We're going to go into some places that have been asking us to come in. We've had a lot of citizens saying, hey, we'd like this to come into our neighborhood.
I've asked the National Guard where they might be deployed and who specifically made that request. Stay with us as we're waiting a response. Meantime, more than 4,600 National Guard troops remain deployed throughout D.C. The latest figures from the Guard, their deployment set to be through January of 2029 when a new president will go into the White House. And the Pentagon reportedly projects keeping the Guard here in D.C. will cost an additional $1.4 billion. In Northwest, Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
All right, continued examination. Ben, thank you. The president is now acknowledging there was a contractor error during the renovations over at the Reflecting Pool. He posted on social media the project was rushed to finish in time for the 4th of July celebrations. For months, though, the president blamed vandals without evidence. Then last week, the Justice Department dropped the charges against former Olympian David Hearn for damaging the landmark, with prosecutors accusing the contractor for hasty and botched work that led to the liner to peel. But President Trump still says that Hearn is responsible and calling on prosecutors to revisit the dropped charges. We're helping you stretch your dollar. If you missed Virginia's tax-free weekend, you can still catch Maryland's, which runs through Saturday the 15th, and you won't have to pay the state's 6% sales tax on any clothing or shoes that are under $100. There's no limit on just how many of those items you can buy, plus the first $40 on backpacks are also tax-free. For more information, just go to our website, dcnewsnow.com, and search Maryland tax-free. The Commonwealth is feeling lucky. The Virginia Lottery says that it has given $914 million to schools this year. It's all record sales fueled by online purchases. The agency also says players won big this year, collecting more than $5 billion in prizes.